Our mission is facilitating positive musical experiences for families. And the way that came about was right at the transition point from when it ceased to be just a business that I was passionate about, that I enjoyed doing, but a business nonetheless, to a life mission. My wife came with me to a Piano Technicians Guild convention in 2010, and we were at a sushi place, and that's when it just kind of flowed out of us. And so we wrote it on the sushi mat, and don't you still have that mat somewhere? Yeah, my wife still has that mat. What represents my mission would be a family gathering around a piano. I think of my own family. We have lots of instruments. The piano is definitely the heart of our music room. But it's families coming together around the piano. So I've always been very musical, as well as very mechanical, when I was a little kid. So when I was 17, my dad had the idea that maybe piano tuning, piano repair, would be a good fit for someone like me that's musical and mechanical. My parents had a little 1970s Yamaha, and that was the first piano that I tuned. I probably tuned it 3 or 4 times before I thought that I knew it all and could go tune professionally. And I suspect that those first few pianos probably sounded worse when I was done than when I started. How did that progress into a full-blown business? It really started when I got married. I got married in 2000. In our first condo, it was a 700 square foot condo, really small space. We had, at one point, 7 pianos in that space that I would pick up from customers and bring them back to the shop to rebuild. And that's really where it all began. And it just evolved from there. Eventually we got to the point in 2010, right before we had our first commercial space. Our house was a little bit bigger by then, but at that point we got up to 23 pianos in our house. My kids and their friends would come over, and as they'd pass the pianos, they'd all play the pianos as they moved from one room to the next. And that's when my wife said, it's time we get a commercial space. 23 pianos is a little bit ridiculous in your house. What makes Brigham Larsen pianos unique? There's so many things. Maybe the biggest thing that makes us unique is the team of technicians. We really enjoy each other. It's a fun atmosphere. We get it done. We stay on task, but at the same time, it's a really fun atmosphere. We get together every Wednesday morning at 6 a.m. to do a 2, sometimes 3-hour training session. It's technical training, but it's also a lot of fun. This team they are a powerful, knowledgeable, skillful group. Another thing that makes us unique is that this isn't just about pianos. It's also here at Brigham Larsen Pianos about music. We have 24,000 square feet here, and about half of it is dedicated to repair and rebuilding, restringing, new hammers, that sort of thing. The other half is dedicated to teaching of piano. So almost every day when I'm down here in the shop, working with a dozen or so technicians, upstairs we can hear the dozen or so faculty teaching the students, and we can hear everything from Mozart to Super Mario Brothers coming down through the floor. And it's every day about 3 o'clock when school gets out. The kids file in, and it's for several hours. It's an awesome school that we have here. A lot of people come and they want to experience the showroom. We've got lots of unique pianos to choose from, but also the shop where those pianos have been rebuilt. And that's just the ground floor. Upstairs, we have about a dozen lesson rooms where we do group lessons and kinder music and private lessons. It's a music center. It's a music extravaganza.